gets lost in these conversations, which is that, is workers and the safety of workers in our community, right? And when we were advocating and talking to businesses, one of the things that was said was that loading zones were absolutely vital, right? Most of the businesses now on McGinnis Boulevard are fighting with their residential neighbors over parking, or they're fighting with through traffic over the travel lanes. And what that does is that puts workers in danger. And that means they're loading and unloading in an active travel lane. And that is dangerous to everybody and an inconvenience to everybody. And we have the space in this plan for loading zones. That is part of keeping the parking lane. It's part of removing the travel lanes. So, it's just an important note. Thank you, Thomas. Anybody else? Maybe one more person. Okay, all right, great. Okay, great. Yes, amazing. All right, Shannon, let's give it up for Shannon.
Hi, I'm Shannon. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, great. I know that I'm preaching to the choir with this crowd, but I've been saying this for years. People complain to me all the time, cyclists are in the way, they're always in the way, they jet out. And if you want us to get out of the way, give us a lane. I mean, we'll get out of the way. Give us a place to be. We would gladly get out of your way. But not just as a cyclist, but also as a pedestrian, I have seen over the years drivers become more aggressive, and it's scary. And I think that as cars get heavier and drivers feel more contained and are able to take bigger risks, then we need to have roads that equal out that danger. If people want big, heavy cars, then we need safer streets.
Yeah. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. All right. Anybody else that might be feeling the spirit? Vince is feeling the spirit. Come on up, Vince. I want to just briefly, before Vince, Vince needs walk-up music, which was basically after the rally and march in the middle of June. Vince was just a one-man wrecking crew. The man seemed made of iron. And was out for 8 hours a day collecting signatures for days at a time. We have collected nearly 2,700 signatures since that rally in the middle of June, and a lot of that is because of Vince and because of his really hard and dogged work. So before he says anything, let's give him one more round of applause, because I know I am grateful. Really says it.
We're all getting used to speaking on the megaphone, which is
good.
good.
This is my
That's
first
good.
time
That's
talking
important.
to a megaphone. I wanted to mention, so thank you, Kevin, for that. I am not single-handedly doing the canvassing. We have Luna. I myself got recruited by Kevin 2 years ago. I see Carrie somewhere. I see other folks who have joined me in the park canvassing. I do it in my spare time. I am not paid by anybody. I live on Leonard. But I wanted to mention this question of voice and some of the people who I've met through canvassing who are among the 6,700 or so signatures that we have at this point. 70% of them living within a couple of blocks of McGinnis Boulevard. One of them who comes to mind is a lady 2 weeks ago. She approached me in the park, and she was sitting off to the side kind of quietly. Her best friend was killed 3 years ago on McGinnis Boulevard, and she signed the petition in memory of this person. The person was a father of three. The family was so devastated by the loss, they've moved to California. They live in a kind of remote Northern California village, and their lives have been changed forever. About a week or two ago, I met in the park while canvassing, who also signed our petition, a close family member of the person who died on a bicycle at the corner next to PS 110. That was about 2-3 weeks ago. I met a delivery worker who, despite the language barrier, pretty immediately understood what the point of the project is and what it means to him and the folks that he works with in his community. I remember I met a production assistant who works at Broadway Stages. She lives in Bushwick. She cycles. I won't say anything more. I don't want her getting in trouble. But there's a lot of people, service workers, who have signed this petition. Their voices are in those numbers. And so when we hear things like that these are outsiders, or that these are people who somehow have no right or standing to express their view about a piece of deadly infrastructure that affects them, remember these people. And I guess the last point I want to make is what's been so powerful to me through this experience is the sense that we are building a community and a movement where I'm not going to say that there wasn't one before, but that it's an organized collective, and there's power in those numbers. So like Kevin once said, one of his taglines, which is in my head, I say it all the time to people in the park, is they've got money, we've got people. So next Thursday at the City Hall, I'm hoping that everyone here is there times 20. And the word of mouth is really powerful, so please spread the word, talk to your roommates, talk to your friends, talk to your family, and let's have everyone there. Let's have it be positive, because this is definitely going to happen. It's just a question of time. It's just a question of time. That's all I have to say. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Vince. Yeah, if anybody hasn't signed, Vince has got the clipboard. You can keep on racking those numbers up. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else that might be wanting to say a little something? Okay. All right, great. Well, everybody listen, thank you. It means so much to have everybody here. This is really, like we said at the beginning, like this is what it's about. It's getting to know our neighbors. It is advocating for a better neighborhood. It is finding the balance and the solutions, which is what we've been working tirelessly to do these past 2 years in response to what is a real problem. It's a real crisis. And we know that it is, because we can walk over there right now and see it. And Vince is right, and what so many people have said tonight is right, which is that we are going to win. We are going to make a safer street. This may be a delay, but the way that we will see that through is the way that we have seen this through at every step of the way these past 2 years, which is together and with solidarity. That is what it's all about. So I would ask you, if you will, Yefim, if you'll come out here for a moment. Yefim is going to stand up right over here, and he has pens. And anybody, if you would like to, please sign up. If you're not comfortable signing up here or right now, or you're going to think about it, please DM us. But if you want to sign up now, we'd love to have you. There are the 2 canvases that are coming up this weekend, tomorrow at 11 a.m. in McGolrick, so we can all sleep in a little bit. And then on Sunday at McGolrick at 10 a.m. And then our rally at City Hall on Thursday the 13th. And so I hope to see all of you there. And I know that I will, and we will, and we're going to do this together. So thank you again. Thank you. Thank you. Together we're going to make you going to stay. We're going to do it together. Okay. Oh, and the palace. We're all a number of us. Anybody that would like to is going to the palace, and Solomon is buying drinks. So thank you, Solomon. Really, what a stand-up guy.
You were gone, so now you're back.
All right, so it's over. I mean, this is like my part 2 of the video. I didn't want to do editing, so decided to cut it at 59:59, so I can put it on Facebook and Instagram without simultaneously. So it's over. It's a lot of people here. Oh, I'm gonna hit my car. So it's over right now. It's over, everybody. The next rally is on the 13th of this month at City Hall. I mean, they'll probably post it on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter like they always does. And I'm in my personal capacity, so like I said, it's over now. There's nothing really crazy happened other than that guy probably fighting for the opposition. I mean, they called the opposition. He was fighting for it. And, just whatever. So nothing crazy happened right here. It's over, everybody. Oh, I won't get out of the way. It's over. I'm in my personal capacity, I can make my opinion. So this is Broadway Stages, funded by members of the county, I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, it's over. So I'm about to head home, about to upload to YouTube and Facebook and whatever I got upload to. And that's it. So let's go. Peace out.